Hello friends, I'm here in Kerala. I will label this as Kerala Diaries. We are going to a museum, Mattancherry Museum, and on our way I decided to do this vlog with my camera and the DJI mic so that you get some better sound quality. And this is just a casual video of what Kerala is like. If you are a Sri Lankan, you know what Sri Lanka is like. So Kerala is quite similar. You see coconut trees, and that means they add coconut into their curries. So this morning they gave me a homemade paratha with carrot, a little bit of coconut curry in it. It didn't look exactly like a carrot curry in Sri Lanka, but it tasted great. So you will see some similarities between food and culture, faces. Not so much in the language. Language they speak is Malayalam. We are in this Uber. Uber works here. Except if you are in Goa, Uber doesn't work. You have to take a yellow cab there. So you have to download the app and call a yellow cab, especially if you are going far away, like Ratnagiri from Goa, you can do that. So there is a mosque that you can see on the other side of the road, and roads are less busy, but it takes a little bit longer than usual. That means for a short distance it still takes times because of how much speed and the conditions of road here. And if you are in a grocery store, you will find so many varieties of soap, so many varieties of vegetables, so many varieties of dates and fish, because this is Kerala. Kerala has a unique position in the country. There are things from all over the country get here, and they get sold in these parts, in this part of the country. The houses and infrastructure is not much different, except that I see little more pollution here because of the way such a crowded place operates. But it's not a negative thing, it's just the way the country, the state of Kerala is improving. One significant thing you will notice is these movie banners. They are huge. They are promoting some kind of movie in Malayalam language. It's called Mollywood. And porters and plastic sellers, vendors, they are selling. And here's a signpost that says kidney transplantation. So that must be a hospital promoting that. This is another Malayalam movie, and the actor wearing the yellow shirt looked like one of the Sri Lankan actors I have seen, and that is Mamson Prime. Many trademarks with big letters can be seen, and there is a famous shopping mall called Lulu Market here. Yesterday we ate at a place, we had a salad there. The place called a Ginger Museum or Ginger Palace. So it's a restaurant with big artifacts. They are selling them there, and they also have a nice collection of food and beverages there. You can see some high-rise buildings, but they are not too tall. They are kind of medium tall compared to the ones you see in Manhattan and in Toronto. California and some other places like in the West. But this show that they have history, and in terms of history, in 1503, Portuguese came to Kerala. They occupied the coastal regions, and they had a treaty signed with the Rajas, the kings at the time, and then Portuguese were kicked out by, I don't know if that is the right word, like overthrown by Dutch, and I don't know what year that happened, maybe in the 1700s. Like in Sri Lanka, the Portuguese came in 1505 and Dutch came in 1700. Similar history. And then the British overtook them and ruled this part of the country. There is a what is it called, India Company or something, but I don't remember all the details of it. So somehow if you go to Mattancherry, you see the history of Kerala with Portuguese invasion and occupying for trade and spices. So in the locality of Mattancherry, you see people selling oud perfume from Arabic countries, also selling the spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, all kinds of spices. We bought some cashews there yesterday, and a mixture of nuts that my friend bought. The writings, the script looks like Tamil, but they say those who understand Tamil can understand Malayalam, and those who understand Malayalam can understand Tamil. But I don't think that writing works the same way. They may have to learn it because the script may look slightly different. I find some similarity between Burmese characters and Malayalam characters. So these are the buses. People take these buses to go to places locally. And the faces, as I said, they look pretty much Sri Lankan, and the tuk-tuks are all over the place. And we prefer the Uber with little bit comfort AC because of the high heat. It's about 32 degrees in early February as we are traveling now. In the video yesterday, I was talking about the types of vehicles you see here. You see a Volkswagen, Hyundai, many Toyotas, BMWs, Suzukis, Volvos, Audis, but not the most luxury vehicles. The government perhaps control them, but I also see electric scooters and a couple of electric vehicles. They are trying to go green. Kia is found, Ashoka is found here. So they try to go local. Also, a friend that we met yesterday, he prefers to not support the big chains but support India-made stuff. So he would buy India-made things. He would not go to big places like, if I can mention names, like Starbucks, because he just want to support local businesses. That's a Kia store outlet. This is a tropical part of the country. At a time where there is traffic, you can experience a lot of traffic and people jaywalking. That's the thing they are used to. I just saw a granite marble selling place. People, the drivers drive on the right hand side not like in US, they drive on the left hand side. So you have to get used to that kind of driving if you want to drive here. I got the international driving permit, but I didn't want to drive here considering how hectic roads can be. There's less honking, it's not terrible here. My friend who was in Sri Lanka recently, from here, he said Sri Lanka is cleaner and less honking, which is a nice thing, and we have a lot to learn in that regard. Education is important. With education, people learn the value of protecting the nature, protecting animals, and protecting themselves, and leaving no trash, only the footprints. That way we can leave a future for the future generation. Another significant thing that I saw here is promoting education in abroad. Visa consultants promoting education in abroad, and that means they prepare you for IELTS, they prepare you for Cambridge exams, Australian, Canadian, US studies. So through education, people try to go and find a living through education and a career. So SBI is State Bank of India. When we first came at Cochin Airport, we had to pay a huge tax for the two phones we had. They looked brand new, so they had to they put a tax on them around 28,000 Indian. So that was quite unexpected, and also an unpleasant experience because of the way the attitudes and the way they handled it. We stayed calm because that's how we deal with such things. And this morning I tried to call the complaint line and nobody answered, and there was another number, they answered, and they were not helpful, so I gave up on it. It can be like that. My friend had his phone, he could not put the SIM card in because it supports only eSIM. It's a phone that he is using, and they still put a tax on it, so that's very frustrating. That shouldn't have happened, but it did. So be prepared for that kind of thing, especially if you are coming from another country to here. Even if courier is involved, there will be a huge tax on things like that, on electronics. It's not completely their fault. We should be more. We should read a little bit more before we come, before we bring such things, so we can be prepared ahead of time. And they select random passengers, and they would scan the bags, and they would get so excited. They probably get a commission, and that's why they get that excited. We don't know. I don't want to spread misinformation. You see Amitabh Bachchan. He's a star. He's a celebrity here. This looks like some part of Colombo too. That's a Honda. And you don't see any temple, like Buddhist temple here, like in Sri Lanka, but you do see shrines. There is a famous synagogue in the Jewish town, so you see Jewish artifacts in there. Cocoa Cafe, Roma Opticals, Goodyear Tires, Yokohama Office. Therefore I am. You don't see many people on the street because they are working. Uh, Coconut trees everywhere. And one time, the food I got is puttu. Puttu is called pittu in Sri Lanka. It's coconut with rice flour, cooked in a special container, and it tasted exactly that. And they gave a curry that is very different from the curries we use in Sri Lanka. We sometimes have it with coconut milk, but here with channa, the chickpea curry, which looked brown with no coconut, but it tasted great. So your stomach will welcome this kind of food. No complaints. If you go to Lulu Mall, you find all the brands Armani, Rolex, um, all the European and Western brands there. Gucci and perfume stores, Suede, Dior, all kinds of things that people can buy over here. And that's a good thing too. I think I have seen that in Mumbai last year. We are going over a flyover bridge and other constructions sites coming up. Somebody doing Uber Eats deliveries or some kind of delivery here. So this ride for 1 hour is about 600 30 Indian INR, Indian rupees. That's 3 times that is somewhere around 1500. So when you come here, you will be converting cash like that. In terms of sightseeing, you can go to some waterfalls. Although it's about 40 kilometers from here, it takes about 2 hours for us to reach there. So we were kind of reluctant to go. We might go in the morning, but we may also rest. We don't know. Kerala became some place where we just stayed in one place most of the time. There's also famous Kadambukudi backwaters. That's like not a river, but prawn harvesting and crab harvesting places. And people do kayaking and boating in those places. I saw some tourists doing those things. They also have open air gym. They have a jogging path in Kadambukudi, and people also go to Munnar from here. That's a hillside where there is tea plantations, but because we just came from Nuwara, Sri Lanka, that's a Benz car, the first one I recognized in this trip. So Munnar is famous for tea, and we decided not to go. It's about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours from here. But it's about 200 kilometers. We just didn't want to do that too. We found a simple place to live, and we decided to stay resting. And yesterday alone we did about close to 20,000 steps walking, so we were pretty much exhausted at the end of the day. And today we made plans to go to Delhi. We have some other guests staying in our place. So, besides Munnar and Kadambukudi, there are many other beautiful places. I forget the name of the waterfall. There are many places that you can visit. People also come here to spend time in a boat. Um, we were not planning on doing that. We are comfortable where we are, and since my father is not well, I may go back sooner, but yeah, he's kind of expecting my return and wanting me to spend time with him, so I kind of want to do that. That's another Honda. Tata logo looks like, that's a Jaguar sale, Hyundai sale. So this is a sale area. So European, and I also saw Ford, the American ones here. You can see behind the bus the Forum Mall. They take you to a mall. Here's the mall, the Forum Mall. We have about 23 more minutes. That's a Lexus. Oh no, that's not a Lexus. I saw a Lexus yesterday. Mahindra. Porsche. They are selling Porsches here too. Porsche selling Lamborghinis and luxury vehicles. Yeah, some of the wealthiest people in Kerala must be owning them and enjoying their lives. Huge tipper truck and the Volkswagen. We are changing lanes here, and the road is interlocked here, not the usual tar you see. That's an Audi. That's an Audi sales place. Alright, I will stop the video for now to call my friend. I will be meeting a friend, an activist here. He's a painter. I've never met him. I've only known him through WhatsApp and maybe Instagram. And here you find some cops. That's a local person. You would think that he looks Sri Lankan. I don't want to focus on him. So that's a Mara tree. It's a May tree. The police also look Sri Lankan. People look Sri Lankan to me. Sometimes a little bit darker skin, but that is also found in Sri Lanka. So we are now turning toward the city. I think I'm going to call my friend once I get there, closer to where we go. So maybe I'll continue the video so I can post this as one video. This time of the day, schools are in session. That means school children are not all over the road, so roads are a little bit less busy. One thing I noticed here is the electric scooties. That's also a common sight in Sri Lanka. People buy them, but now they went skyrocketing higher price because of the government rules and regulations. So it's impossible to buy them in Sri Lanka now. I felt safe here. There was no attempt to pickpocketing and stuff like in Paris as I have experienced. You have to be extremely street smart and vigilant in places like that. Huge groups will stampede you and try to pretend like something happened, and no soon you will realize something is missing. Your wallet, passports, you have to keep them secure. So here I didn't feel that need. And also I had ice cream here, blueberry ice cream. My stomach didn't go upset. If I had it in the US, my stomach will immediately go upset. So that's a positive thing. My stomach also was okay in Sri Lanka so far. There's also some famous beach places here. So this is a coastal town with a lot of fishing and all that. This is not as polluted as in Delhi. Delhi has a smoke, but Kerala doesn't have that. There's a little bit of it, but you can't help with that. We are crossing a river. Don't ask me the name of it. It's a river. High-rise buildings giving more residences for people. I'm quite pleased with the quality of the video. It's coming through nicely. I may have to delete it to save space as soon as uploading it, so I hope it's good. I don't have time for editing. We had green coconut yesterday. It didn't taste that fresh, but it was perfect for the time being, because I was a little exhausted from walking, and we were in a tourist area, so we did a bit of shopping and walking, so that's to be expected. The exposure to sun. I had a hat I wore, but that only helps so much. There's another water area, must be another river close to the other next one. This is probably the same river, or I don't know geographically how that works. This kind of gets exposed to the ocean, perhaps. You can see some thatched houses built by the side of the river bank. Yesterday, here you can see fruit stalls here. Watermelon is a common sight. They say there are elephants in some waterfall areas 40 kilometers from here. Tigers. That's a famous square, perhaps. I saw a huge mango tree. I haven't seen a big one like that before. You can also see palm trees. They did it for city decorations. If you go to Tanamalila, Sri Lanka, that area also looks like this. This is a lakefront. Twelve more minutes to go. I'll probably hold my video. One good thing about this kind of climate, tropical climate, is that it doesn't have a winter weather. If you look at Canada today, it's 30 degrees, minus 30 degrees Celsius, so it's very difficult. Also in Boston, USA. There's a water metro sitting there. We are crossing that bridge now. Probably not. Oh no, we are not. We are just going this way, straight. Ganesh Benzoplast. You can sense how naive I am in terms of recognizing places. Kotamba tree, that's the name we give it to in Sri Lanka, but here I don't know what name they have. I used to crumble them and eat the seed. Okay, we are actually crossing it, but from a different bridge. That must be a school next to the river. Nine minutes. Let me zoom in so you see what it is like to see it with your own eyes. Just as how my eyes see it. This is how my eyes see it. So probably, yeah, it's going too fast sometimes. So on either side, a lot of construction. They say no flooding in this area, which is a good thing. And all the fishing boats, perhaps. Lush green area, you feel the shadiness, which is great. We saw a lot of tourists yesterday. They are celebrating something here. That's a Toyota cab. In cinemas, January 31. So, new movies. Thopum Paddy. James Electricals. So, we are reaching a town area, urbanized area. You can see women wearing salwari, men wearing lungis or pants, shorts, usually pants, not shorts. Cochin Fisheries Harbour. So we are at the harbour area, close to the beach. This is like the Central Park, the Kerala one. Central Park, New York City. We see fruit juice vendors. Hair salons. Six more minutes. Someone wearing an umbrella to cover from the sun. These are older buildings with history in them. Banana trees. Kerala. Kera means coconut. So because of many coconut trees here, it's called Kerala, the place of coconuts, which I found out yesterday. Cochin is the name of the airport in Kerala. So a lot of people live closer to Cochin, the municipality of Cochin. Now here we see more presence of tourists. It's closer to the center of the city, and hotels, fancy ones. Where we stayed, we only paid about 2,000 per night. It's very inexpensive, but still it had AC and somewhat comfort. Small bathroom, but it's okay. Jewish community. The synagogue. I think this is the Muslim community. The mosque has just finished the service. Oops. You just saw the bus taking, not slowing down, instead cutting to this lane. There are only broken lines here. That means they can do that. Now we are stuck in a little bit of a traffic. If you are a cyclist here, that's what you do. You just walk the bike. You cannot cycle here. No room. These towns are not built for that. But people do cycle. And not sure if you can see, there was a Benz, big Benz. In Mumbai, one time our taxi got rubbed against by another taxi, and they never stopped, they just went by. So that's a common thing here. It's a Titan Travel. It's a big tour bus. Vetik Till Dental Clinic and perhaps this is the car of the dentist, which is safe there. We went 40 minutes. That's nice. You can see bananas hanging in retail stores with grapes, and aluminium water pots being sold, tuk-tuks waiting for passengers. This, they say it's a hotel, that means it's a restaurant where you can eat. That's a temple. We are now 2 minutes from where we are headed, and don't see the time now. It took us an hour to get here. From Cochin it's about 15 minutes. We don't see a huge military presence besides police. Police also is not that common. I believe just fresh. It's a juice bar. Okay, I guess we got to the fort. You can, yeah.
Another side, become
Yeah.
other side.
We came to this other side of the museum place, but so we'll have to walk and find our friend. That's all right. So we will now stop the video. Thank you for watching. We'll meet again in another episode. Bye bye.